Hello guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. We are in a little bit of a different location today, and soon you will find out why. But before that, let me just tell you, I am so excited for this video. I don't think I have ever been more excited for a video than I am right now. I was thinking the other day, I am so tired of picking my own books. Nick already picked books for me for a week. If you want to see that, you could watch this video. And those reads were okay, but they weren't great. That got me thinking, who can pick books better than Nick, right? I mean, literally anybody, but it's not even the point, okay? You know my dear old friend ChatGPT, the smart motherfucker, okay? I was like, can I give ChatGPT my Goodreads link, and then based on my Goodreads account, can it pick out the books that it thinks I'm going to like based on the reviews that I've left for the books that I read before? And guess what? Yes, it can. Yes, it fucking can. So as soon as I figured out that that's possible, I didn't even look what books it recommended. I immediately exited and saved that idea for today's video. So we're gonna let ChatGPT pick out my reads for an entire week, which is why we have my computer next to me. I'm gonna go online and put in all the information and see what books it recommends. Okay, so we are on ChatGPT website. Provide reads account. Would you be able to recommend books to me based on my previous ratings? Would you recommend books that I like? I would love, because like's not good enough. I think that makes sense. I mean, he's smart enough. He'll make sense out of this, right? Okay, I did not spell previous correctly, but ignore that. Public Goodreads profile link if your shelves and ratings are visible. They are. And export of your Goodreads library, especially your rated books. CVC format works best. Okay, how do I get an export of my Goodreads library? Okay, let's go to my Goodreads profile first. My profile link, and then here's my library. Thanks for your good advice. You rated 357 books, and your data includes detailed ratings, reads, reviews. Based on your 5-star ratings, it's clear you love, okay? Okay, slay, hold on. Personalized book recommendations. Here are some recommendations aligned with your top authors and themes. Bitch, I already read all of these. Icebreaker, Binding 13, Haunting Adeline, the Mindfuck series. Read every single one. Okay, wait. The Bridge Kingdom, Enemies to Lovers with Political Intrigue. I don't know what about my Goodreads is giving. I would love that because I rated The Cruel Prince literally so bad. From Blood and Ash, Archer's Voice read Before We Were Strangers, a second chance love story told through past and present. I have read most of those. Could you recommend some more? And thank you. And I still don't know how to spell. Okay. Dark/spicy fantasy romance. We have The Bridge Kingdom. Once again, this got recommended to me twice. Is that a sign? Ruthless Vows. How is that spicy fantasy romance? If you like Divine Rivals. So I did not like Divine Rivals, but whatever. The Shadow Between Us. A standalone with a cunning heroine who plans to marry and kill the Shadow King. Okay, T. Then we have Glint and Gleam, the Plated Prisoner series 2 and 3. If you haven't finished the spicy dark fantasy series inspired by King Midas, it gets more intense. Dark contemporary romance, a worthy opponent, modern smutty retellings of Disney villains with kink and depth. Sweet dandelion, teacher-student romance, slow burn with emotional depth. Say Yes, age gap, angst, high heat, vicious. Arrogant billionaire with dark past, very in line with the Devil's Night vibes. I haven't read any of these dark romance. Rom-coms and contemporary romance. We have The Love Wager, banter, friends with benefits, emotional connection. Bet on It, Small Town Charm, Practice Make Perfect, If You Liked When in Rome. Cinnamon Roll, Ex-Fade Dating Trope. Bonus picks, Underrated by Highly Addictive. The Bonds That Tie. Wait, I've heard about The Bonds That Tie. Wait, I haven't heard about it. Either somebody told me or maybe Mariana told me about it. I can't remember. Kingdom of the Wicked, Enemies to Lovers, Demon and Witches, Excellent Tension. House of Beating Wings, Kingdom of Crows, #1, Hidden Identity, Slow Burn, Fake Court Politics. Okay, wait, we have so many reads. We're gonna pick definitely a couple from here. I feel like that is enough. Okay, you guys, I think I have seen what I needed to see. I'm gonna go through these one more time and I'm gonna narrow this down to maybe 5 or 6 top books that I want to read. We're gonna order them from Amazon and then hopefully they'll be at my house by tomorrow and we could start reading, because today is Monday. We're going to be reading these up until Saturday. So we have 6 days of reading. Hopefully we'll read about 3 to 5 books, who knows. But I'm so excited about these, like, And yeah, let me go build my Amazon card and I will be right back with the final decisions. Wow, this is gonna be so good. This is gonna be good.
1 hour later.
All right, guys, we officially have our 5 different books. I actually only have 1 out of 5 at home, and it's Practice Makes Perfect. That's one of our reads. I have that one, but we are ordering the rest of them. Let me tell you what we're working with. We have The Shadows Between Us, Broken Bonds, from a whole series called The Bonds That Tie that has like 6 books, I believe, and it's a reverse harem, and like the reviews that I read on these books are like insane. Then we have Vicious, which is a dark romance, I believe. And finally we have Before We Were Strangers, which is supposedly like a heartbreak second chance romance story. I'm not sure. I read the back of the book and I was still a little bit confused. But anyway, here are all of the 5 books that we're going to be reading this week, or at least as much as we can. I don't know which one I want to start with. I feel like I do kind of want to start with Broken Bonds, but what if I love it so much and I'm just gonna want to keep reading the series? Like, what then? I think we should start with The Shadows Between Us. Enemies to lovers, fantasy, he's like a bad boy, she wants to marry him and then kill him. Should be kind of good. So start with Shadows Between Us, and I'll update you on our progress throughout the week, because obviously we are doing a reading log. I don't know what else you expected, and I will see you later. Happy Monday. The books just got delivered, so let's unbox them. One more is coming tomorrow, which is fine. Oh, I didn't realize one of them was a hardcover, and I already had Practice Makes Perfect. So here we have them. Vicious is so thick. The rest are really thin, which I honestly did not even know. Let me give you an update on The Shadows Between Us. I started this last night, as you guys know, and I got through a good chunk of it. Kind of. I think I'm gonna finish it today. Well, I'm gonna try to finish it today. I got probably 2, let's see. Also, look at my new Kindle case cover. Are you kidding me? It's so pretty. So I'm on chapter 13. I read 122 pages last night. Is that a little ambitious of me thinking I'm gonna finish it today? You know what? I'm gonna do my best. Here are my thoughts. It's obviously a fantasy, so here's like a little overview of what it's about. So there's a Shadow King, right? Nobody knows what his power is, and he is like looking to be wed. He's 19 and she's 18, and she wants to be his bride. But not only does she want to be his bride, she wants to marry him and then kill him and own the entire kingdom and become their only queen. Here's the thing. He is not looking for a bride. He only wants like a fake bride to get his like concert off his back. This book has so much potential. I'm only at the beginning of it, obviously, kind of, but I do think it's a little bit slow, but it could be setting us up for something really good. Like, I still have really high hope. I'm not bored because I do want to know what's happening, because the main point of the book, which is not really a spoiler, you'll find that out pretty soon into reading it, is that the Shadow King, there is a whole like law in their land or whatever that nobody can come up to him within 5 feet, let alone touch him. Nobody can touch him whatsoever, but there is a law where you can't even be near him. And we still don't know why. She still hasn't touched him. She's been close, like within the 5 feet of him, like closer than 5 feet, but that's about it. And we don't know what his shadows really do. Like, the one thing that I do wish this book would give me more is a little bit more of from the MMC. Like, I need him to be a little bit more spicy. He's very like bland right now, kind of like a bland piece of bread. I need him to have some kind of topping on it, you know, like a little spread. Are you picking up what I'm putting fucking down? Anyway, I'm not hating this. I'm not loving it, but I am enjoying whatever's happening so far. So I shall keep you posted. I finished The Shadows Between Us. I was waiting for something good to happen, and then it didn't. You know what else is disappointing is that this man wields shadows, but he doesn't like actually wield them, because as soon as somebody touches him, he can't wield them anymore. So it kind of defeats the whole purpose. So like when she's around him, as soon as he touches her, he can never wield shadows around her. And that's not just like what I signed up for. I'm giving this book 3 stars. The idea was there, the execution lacked. This could have been so much better. Like the tension could have been, oh, the tension that we missed out on actually pains me. Later it started to pick up a little bit. A couple of things were so random thrown in there. I was like, whoa, like, so are you nice or are you like touch her and I'm gonna kill you vibe? I couldn't understand which category he landed at, to be honest. Another thing, the 3rd act breakup or whatever the fuck you want to call it, ooh, that brought this book from 3.5 stars to 3 stars really quick, because minor spoiler, in case you want to read this book, probably skip like 30 seconds ahead. She kissed another man at the end, like as a revenge for him, but also she was the one that fucked up, and then she kissed another man and then he came to apologize to her. That gaslighting is crazy. The one thing that I did like in this book was the plot twist and like I guess the storyline, but it also felt a little bit long. And before you even say anything, not long as in, oh, this book was so long I didn't know how to fucking read it. No, like long as in I was bored a little bit. I was like, let's get to the fucking point. And if you can't get to the point, then give me something else to concentrate about. Instead, half of this book talked about their outfits and how pretty their dresses are and how she would sew them all the time and where she would get inspiration for her dresses. Like, I know more about her dresses than I do about her as a person and them as a couple. So yeah, ChatGPT, you fucked this one up, because this was supposed to be a 5-star reads. I asked you for 5-star reads and yet here we are with a 3 star. So on to the fucking next. I think next, I already downloaded it on my Kindle. We're gonna read Vicious, which should be a good, I think it's a dark romance, and it's enemies to lovers, spice, everything I should love in one book. So we're gonna read that one next and see how we feel. I shall keep you posted. But so far, we're not off to a great start. And then people are scared that robots are gonna replace humans. Like, this thing couldn't even recommend me a good book. Good morning. It is the next day. We started Vicious last night and I'm a little bit scared because listen, enemies to lovers, okay? And like, this is what I want when I'm asking for enemies to lovers, but then at the same time, they are so far into the enemy territory that I'm like, there's actually no way we're actually gonna be lovers, let alone, not only I feel like there's no way they're gonna be lovers, there's no way I'm gonna love him. His name is also Vicious, weirdly enough, because the book's named Vicious. It's kind of his nickname, but that's besides the point. And he is so fucked up. Like, one of the most fucked up men I probably have ever read about. Not the most fucked up, but he's definitely up there, okay? Let me set the scene for you that really doesn't sit well with me. So he is very wealthy and she is poor. The classic. The book is told from 10 years ago versus now. And it keeps switching off. Like every chapter, it's like past time, then present, past, present, blah, blah, blah. In the past, they all lived together. His family was employing her mom and dad. So her dad was their gardener and her mom was their maid. And then she just lived with them as their daughter. They did not live in the same house, but they lived on the premises. And ever since they were little, when she would come over to the main house, he would not only bully her, but call her help. Like, because her mom is like their housekeeper, he would call her like the help. That was really fucked up, right? But then he also bullied her in school and pretty much made her leave the town and the entire state. Now, fast forward to the present time, he now somehow like convinced her to work for him and he continues to call her help. He uses that word like babe, and that is so fucked up. I don't know how I'm gonna unsee it. Like, this man is such an entitled fucking prick. It's actually crazy. So I don't know what he has to do for me to start loving him, because so far I am so far into hate territory, I don't think I'll ever get out. But we shall see. I'm only on page 137, so we're obviously have still a lot to go, but I just like don't know how I'm gonna unsee what I have already seen. Yo, I'm so scared. Watch the next time you see me, I'm gonna be like, wait, I love this man. This man is the best thing to ever happen to me. The switch up could be real and the switch up could be fast. I'm not even gonna lie. Knowing me, oh god, no. No. Guys, it's literally so late. I just finished Vicious and my man, fuck, why am I like this? He was a piece of shit, okay, but then he owned up to his mistakes and he groveled. He did grovel in many ways, okay, but let me tell you one of the ways that made me forgive him. Well, one, he begged. I love me a good beggar. Two, he walked her home. He pulled like an Alex Volkov. Oh, wait, that might have been not good. Well, I loved it. What am I even... How did I get here? Forget everything I just said. He walked her home from work. He didn't like follow her, I guess. He just walked her home from work for 2.5 months. 2.5 months. And then they wouldn't talk. And every single time when he would like drop her off at home, he would be like, please give me 5 minutes. And every single time she'd be like, no. And then let me read you what this man said, because she was a happiness capsule I took every day to ensure I was able to sleep, eat, and live well. Fuck, who is this man? Ask me what I want, Vicious murmured into my face. I want you, he said simply. Just you, nothing else, only ever you. He breathed out in pain, closing his eyes. Fuck, Emilia, you. But then he did say that he was calling her help because he's like, it's a term of endearment. And then as soon as she was like, why do you keep calling me help? Like, you're fucked. He was like, oh, I thought it was a term of endearment, bitch. But he stopped right after she pretty much like said something. So all's well that ends well. Okay, one last quote for you. She was a fantasy, and like all fantasies, she was meant to be savored, cherished, and treated with caution and respect. How did we even get here? How did we get from him literally bullying the shit out of her and calling her help to like that? Guys, I'm just so easy when it comes to these men. Like, but on a real note though, this was actually a really good book. Like, I would give it, it's not 3.5. It's not 4 stars, okay? It's 3.75. But giving it 3.75 is such a bitch move. Like, just give it 4 stars. You know what I mean? So I'm just gonna give it 4 stars because it's not a 3-star book. It's just not. So at the end of the day, I giggled. I enjoyed it while I was reading it. And that's why I'm giving it 4 stars. And now I'm gonna go to sleep. And we will start a new book tomorrow. Which one? I don't know. I'll let you know tomorrow though. Good afternoon. It's the next day and it is time for us to pick our next book. We have 3 candidates left. Don't mind the tippy tappies. That's my dogs. I swear, every single time I film, they all of a sudden need to walk around the fucking house. Anyway, these are the 3 candidates that we have. I'm gonna be honest with you. I do want to read the bonds that... Mia, come on, bro. I'm not gonna lie, I do want to read the bonds that tie the most out of all of them. But today is Friday and we only read 2 books. And the reason why we can't read this one because it's too thick and I have way too many things going on today and tomorrow for me to finish it. I will not be able to finish it on time. I'm telling you that right the fuck now. So unfortunately, this one's out of question. Now, the other 2 that we have is Before We Were Strangers and Practice Makes Perfect. Out of these 2, Before We Were Strangers is rated higher on Goodreads, but when I read the back of it, I just don't know if that's my vibe right now, and I fear this is a good book. I just don't think it's a good book for me right now. That brings us to Practice Makes Perfect. She is thin, she is cute, she's also a small town romance, which is honestly kind of perfect because we started with romantasy and then we went into like a mafia and now we are doing a small town. So we have been around the whole world, if I do say so myself. I think it's gonna give us a full circle moment. And it also, like, front of this small town romance, I guess she owns a flower shop and he's like a bad boy. What more? I'm sorry. What more could I ask for? Absolutely nothing. Thank you. If my dogs don't stop walking around, I'm gonna lose my shit. Come here. Like, why is it every time I film, you guys have to fucking walk? I need to decompress. So I'm gonna go start the book and I shall keep you posted. But this is the next read. And apparently this is a part of the series, but I don't give a fuck. I'm not reading the series. We're just reading this one. I shall see you later. Good morning. I actually ended up not reading any of the book yesterday, but don't you worry. It's only 10:52 a.m. I do have a lot of things to do during the day today, but I do have a feeling that I'm gonna finish this today because I have been listening while I was getting ready, and I'm only 50 pages in and I'm loving this so far. Not only do I love the MMC, I also love the FMC. Literally everything that's happening in this book right now, I'm obsessed with. If it keeps going like this could be our best book of the video. I'm so excited. I did not expect to like it as much as I do. And listen to this. Will has perfected the balance between I will knock you flat if you try to cross me, but my hands can be oh so tender on your body. Yes. And he's also like a bodyguard with all of the tattoos, and she owns a flower shop and they're in a small town. Yes. Oh, wait, did I say he's also has like childhood trauma, so he doesn't date and doesn't believe in love because his parents were like cheating on each other his whole childhood. So he's like, love doesn't exist, but it does. I love this. Good morning. Today is our official last day of doing these reads. I finished this last night and honestly 4 stars. Like, this was so cute. One minor fucking thing that I do have to say is that ChatGPT kind of played me. It played me and I played myself because it gave me a lot of options, and somehow I ended up choosing options with all closed door romance, which is like, who the fuck? Ooh. Why did I do it and why was it on that list? You know what I mean? We read 3 books this week, and out of the 3 books that we read, 2 of them were closed door romance. So like YA. I've never read so much YA in 1 week, guys. If the next read I'm reading is like the filthiest dark romance, I wouldn't be surprised because I do need a good palate cleanser for myself. Yeah, I don't really have much to say. She was cute, she was entertaining, she was short, she was sweet. And I did do an audiobook for this, and the audiobook was also really good. Let me go grab the other books so we could do an official little recap. Actually, let's go together. Find the other books and do a recap in my reading room. Okay, here are the books that we have finished this week. We have Practice Makes Perfect, The Shadow Between Us, and Vicious. Look, I did give this book 4 stars, this book 3.5 stars, and this book 4 stars as well. But I'm telling you right now, come a week from today, I will not remember a single one of those fucking books. Like, they were not memorable. I do feel like ChatGPT could have done better. Like, I wanted to find a book that I was screaming, crying, and throwing up over, and I wasn't screaming, crying, nor throwing up over these. This one got 4 stars because I was feeling generous, but honestly, the more I think about it, the more I don't really think it's 4 stars. Like, I really think it's like 3.75. But yeah, when I asked ChatGPT to pick out reads for me, I was expecting a love letter to whiskey. I was expecting something that's gonna make me sob. After I finished Bittersweet Memories, but I just don't know. It just sucks for all the other books because how do you follow that? And then these 2, I will be reading the series, The Bonds That Tie, but I don't know if I'm gonna ever get to this book, Before We Were Strangers. Maybe if you guys tell me in the comments if you like it, if I should read it. Anyway, thank you so much for hanging out with me this week. Thank you for reading with me. And as always, don't forget to follow me on BookTok for more book reviews. And don't forget to follow me on my Instagram for more day-to-day life. And I am about to go pick up the girls from the airport. Mariana and Larry are flying in today, so I'm gonna start the vlog while they're here. I hope you have a great rest of the day or night, whatever you are, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.